Hi, I'm Claudia St. I'm the president of Affinity HR Group, and we are your HR partner and resource. Today we're going to talk about something a little unrelated to COVID, which is employee handbooks. There have actually been a lot of legislation, both at federal, state, and local, and even county level, that could affect your handbook. If you have not revised your handbook anytime within the last couple of years, now is a good time to do it, given all of the changes that have taken place. A lot of folks think that maybe these things may be the result of the global health pandemic, and as a result of the changes that are happening at the workplace, that they need to update their handbook. The good news is there's very little within a handbook that would need to be updated for the current pandemic because it is temporary. Now, many companies have put in place policies and procedures to address those changes, but it doesn't really require a revision of your handbook unless you foresee moving to a more permanent remote work style, having more telework, having people take equipment from work to home in order to accommodate their business needs. So in those cases, you may want to revisit your handbook, but most everything will stay the same. The biggest change that has taken place recently happened this summer when the Supreme Court ruled that LGBTQ sexual orientation status is a protected class, and therefore one cannot face workplace discrimination or adverse actions as a result of their sexual orientation. Now, those of you who've had us write your employee handbooks for you, you should be okay because our anti-discrimination, sexual harassment policies that we put in place tend to be all-encompassing and would include this population, but it's worth a check. Also, there are many states where this already was the law, so those states are okay. But it's a good thing to have your employee handbook checked to ensure that it is LGBTQ compliant. If you would like, you can send us your handbook. Email me at claudia@affinityhrgroup.com or contact@affinityhrgroup.com, and we can take a quick look for you and see whether or not your handbook's compliant. There are other things that you should know that are going on also, however, at the state level, and they are pretty major, from things such as the Crown Acts that have been passed that deal with natural hairstyles and allowing those at work, to marijuana laws, to a variety of sick leave laws, paid sick leave, unpaid sick leave, paid family medical leave that's taking place, again, at the state, local, and county level. You need to make sure that your workplace is compliant with all of these things. We also have another change that happened at the federal level, which is the Defense of Trade Act that was passed recently. This may require some revision to your confidentiality policy that you have in your employee handbook. So we just wanted to make sure you took some time to be aware of all of the myriad of changes that are taking place. Even though this Congress has not done a lot, that doesn't mean that there aren't changes, not only federally, but also at the state and local level that you need to be aware of. So again, if you would like us to take a look at your employee handbook, just shoot me an email or send us your handbook and we'll take a quick look for you. We also have an HR support plan. It's a monthly support plan where we will track all of the legislation that apply to your workplace, anything that you need to know that you need to address in order to be compliant, so that we can keep track of that for you and you don't have to spend your time researching all of the myriad of laws and regulations that you need to maintain. So that's about it for now. Not too much on COVID, just because some of us have a little bit of COVID fatigue. Figured we'd talk about something else HR oriented, but I'm sure we'll be back to that topic soon enough. Until that time, if there's anything you would like us to address, please reach out to us. We could always use some suggestions, always enjoy those. And in the meantime, we hope that you have a safe and productive work week. Take care.